Good morning and welcome back to Cold Waters. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be narrating this after the fact. I actually started the recording midway through a pretty intense battle. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here and let's zoom in on the situation, the tactical situation. It is not looking great because I am being chased by 3 torpedoes, one of which is my own. That white one, almost due south of me, yeah, that's one of mine that decided I was a better target than the Krivak ship I fired it upon. It looped back and now it's heading back towards me. And I am like, oh, this isn't good. So what I'm doing right now is I'm running as hard and fast as I can, pretty much northeast. The torpedoes are currently moving away from me because I've produced a knuckle. And a knuckle is when you gently turn one way and then you quickly reverse rudder, full the opposite direction. It's a little bubble or knot of turbulence, bubbles. It confuses the torpedoes for a second. I also have to drop decoys. You just see me drop a noise maker there. And let's go ahead and zoom in a bit on this section here. Something else I'm doing is rapidly changing my depth, so tight turns and surfacing as quickly as I can and dropping as quickly as I can, just to try and confuse them. You just had some depth charges there. This is me turning hard and then descending as best I can. Yeah, more depth charges. That's really not good. A bruised fuselage there, or is it fuselage or submarine? Hull, I suppose. So I get myself down deep just to try and avoid some of the depth charges, but as you can hear, I am still being pursued by, yep, there you go, there's the torpedo.
Passing 600 feet.
Something I didn't spot actually playing this, but I can see quite clearly now. It's a few seconds ago I started flooding in one of my compartments. Now, even though I've got the repair crew there, that's going to have an impact on how buoyant the submarine is. As the inside fills with water, yeah, it starts to sink. So that means you can dive quickly to avoid a torpedo. It takes you quite a bit longer to get back up to the surface. Then I'm going to pause the game here, a quick assessment of the tactical situation. So I am currently heading southeast. Not that much off my bow is Krivak, Sierra 3, sonar contact 3, and a little bit further sort of southeast is the Ugra. That's my primary target. That's a freighter. I have 2 torpedoes pretty close behind me. One is maybe tracking me, the other one is not yet, but it's definitely on an intercept. My own white torpedo is pretty much due west of me. That thing's been confused a little bit. Maybe it's a bit misunderstood. So, yeah, a plan is forming. Can I get one of the Russian torpedoes, or maybe even my own, to not go for me, but go for the Krivak or even the Ugra? Because, I mean, they did it to me. Can't I do it back to them? Well, let's see how this pans out, but here's a spoiler. I survived this engagement. Didn't want to watch that torpedo hit me, but it just missed me. I think it went right over the top. Okay, so I'm turning hard to port. The Krivak is going to get awfully close. Now, what I want to try and do now is knuckle it and then turn hard to starboard. No, wait. I've got my ports and my starboards mixed up, but turn hard right, gentle right, and then hard left. So I'm kind of passing almost straight underneath it. And then here's another knuckle. What I want to do now is try and escape them so that they go for the frigate. And it didn't work. So there's another knuckle. I'm getting out of the way. Now my torpedo, however, looks like it's tracking the enemy submarine. Any ships, not submarine. Is it? Yes, okay. I'm still gyrating and corkscrewing like, I don't know, to try and avoid the 2 Russian submarines. 2 Russian torpedoes. Come on, I'm narrating this. How hard can it be? Okay, well, that worked. I took out one of the ships, and looks like the other torpedoes haven't detected me again. That's good.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last
And there goes Sierra 2. I've just taken out another ship. I think that was the second warship. Okay. That's a bit of a result. Yes, I did. So earlier on in the engagement, I launched a torpedo in its general direction, and I guess it tracked it down. So now, those two Russian torpedoes are still following me. I'm going to see if I can get them to go for the cargo ship.
Con sonar.
That's a very noisy ship, because I'm still rising and falling.
Passing 400 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Although my second compartment's flooded. Hey, there goes a torpedo. Alright, there's just one left. And it's still tracking me down. I'm struggling to,
Passing 200 feet.
I'm not particularly buoyant right now. I've got to use a bit of thrust and a bit of upwards pointing. Right, I'm aiming right towards the Russian ship, and let's see if I can get this torpedo. It's tracking me. I knuckled it. Last moment evasion it's a void.
Passing 200 feet.
Okay, it got me. That's not good. But it seems to be intact. Okay, I didn't really want to eat that torpedo just to prove a point, but there we go. So right now, I got two problems. One of which is I'm flooding.
Sonar, no longer cavitating.
I'm kind of 2 out of 5 compartments are full of water. So I've got to get back up the surface to get stuff fixed. And the second is that my primary mission is still sailing around. So that should be easy to fix. It's not a warship. If I'm on the surface, I can take care of it. And everything else seems to be avoiding me. I'm not being detected by other torpedoes. My biggest enemy now is, of course, crushing the hull and not sinking to depths. Not necessarily in that order.
8-1.
Passing 300 feet.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 5.
As I slow down, I'm struggling to maintain my position in the water. I'm sinking right now. So put the dive planes or bow planes or whatever they're called to 30 degrees up. See if that helps. That's a torpedo into this cargo ship. Hello, cargo ship. And I missed. I fired at pretty close range. The torpedo was still getting up to the surface. And this, of course, immediately gives me the problem of what if it sees me?
Fire control, we've lost the wire.
The enemy ship, and the wire just got cut. So I am now potentially... Okay, I know I held get my breath in the game, but watching it back now, alright, there we go. It didn't see me. I am pretty deep. That weird aspect as I'm struggling to get back to the surface. But I don't want to get back to the surface just yet, because that torpedo is, it will detect me, and it will probably finish me off.
Sonar lost contact. Make turn.
As soon as the torpedo hit, I blew the ballast. Oh, that ominous squeaking sound is not good. And firewall the throttle. Got to get this thing to the surface because I do not want to sink, and it feels very precarious at this point.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Gah, there we go. It's surfacing. Disabled the HUD. Hopefully one of these pictures will get good enough to be a thumbnail. Isn't that a sight? The oil slick behind me showing there's something I've just sunk, and I'm producing so much wave. This thing will be an enormous radar target for anything pointing my way, but I'm not right about this right now. I gotta repressurize my ballast tanks, I gotta fix all those leaks, and head back to port, I think. You can't see the big hole on the side, but there is definitely one, I think, something on the other side. Well, that was quite a mission. It was pretty intense playing it, and it's even kind of intense playing it now. I didn't get a chance to use the icebergs as cover, but maybe next time. Hope that you've enjoyed watching this. It's been a lot of fun sort of going back and playing it through again in my mind and what it felt like at the time. I don't try to narrate my stuff afterwards. There's a rule of thumb. Sometimes I got to go in and add some more sound.
Damage control
But if you enjoyed it, you know what to do. If you haven't enjoyed it, you also know what to do. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks ever so much. Goodbye.